Hi everyone, I'm Sophie and welcome to Yoga with Sophie. Today we're doing a post-run yoga stretch. So this is a great one if you've just been for a run, a walk, a hike, or some kind of activity-based sport like soccer. I love running, but I do know that it can make me feel fairly tight. So today we're going to focus on stretching through the body, particularly the calves, the hamstrings, and the hip flexors, and take the body through a few ranges of movement. So we're actually going to start in a toe stretch. If that's not comfortable for you, just take kneeling position or cross-legged. Let's take a shoulder stretch. So take the arm across the body, taking hold of about the tricep. Just drop the shoulder. Breathe. You're probably feeling nice and warm. So let's just really calm the body down, restore balance, and help to aid recovery. Swapping sides. Arm comes across. Take the tricep, drop the shoulder. Breathe. Feel that nice stretch through the shoulder. Let's take a chest stretch. Clasp the hands behind you, reach down for the floor, lift the heart. Shoulder blades pressing through. Hold here. Shake the arms. Let's come to tabletop. So, hands shoulder width, wrists directly under shoulders, knees directly under hips. You can take cat and cow, or you can take what I like to call circular cat and cow. So to take the body more through a different range of movement, going side to side. So just circling around, arching through the spine, down through cow, and back to center. Let's go the other way. Rolling around, arching the back. You might hear a few little cracks as you go. That's okay. 2 more all the way around. Last one. Coming back to center. We'll just start with a gentle calf stretch. So stretching the back foot out. Pressing just the toes into the floor. Think of pressing the whole foot to the wall behind you. Keep the belly lifted, keep pressing down through the shoulders. Always focusing on technique, taking care of the body for longevity. And let's take the other side. So toes into the floor, press the foot away, draw the belly in, press down into the floor through the hands. Hold here. Great. Reposition yourself on your mat if you need to. Let's come to downward facing dog. So tuck the toes, knees come up, hips high, heels pressing towards the earth, pressing down through the hands. And let's just pedal through the feet nice and slowly, just to get a little bit more of a calf stretch. So running, we tend to run a little more up onto the toes, which can make the calves quite tight. So coming high, 1 more time each side. Pressing the heel down towards the earth. Doesn't matter if it doesn't reach there. Just bring the intention of pressing it downwards. Great. Now let's come into a hip flexor stretch. So bring the back leg through. Front knee comes down. Sitting up nice and tall, we want our feet to still be about hip width apart for stability. Tuck this pelvis under. Now we're going to lift the front arm, take the wrist, and take a side bend. So here you want to feel a beautiful stretch all the way through the front of the hip and through the side of the body. Breathe. Feeling the ground beneath you. Giving your body something nice for it, taking care of it. Great. All right, we'll come to a runner's lunge, stretching deeper into the hip flexors. So here we want to press forward, keeping the pelvis in neutral alignment, and you don't want the knee to come any further forward than this bottom ankle. So here, chest is lifted. You can bring the arms down if that's more comfortable for you. Let's just hold here. Feeling into this beautiful stretch through the hip flexors. So important to stretch after a run or activity to help restore balance through the body and aid recovery. All right, you can stay right here, or we are going to come to a quad stretch. Press this front arm down. You can turn these toes out if that feels good for better for your knee, and then reach back to grab the ankle and just pull the heel closer to the butt. If this one's not for you, you're welcome to take a supine quad stretch as well. I'll show that quickly. So you can always come down and just pull the heel to butt, just like this. So wherever you are, pressing back up. If you're in the twisted thigh stretch, you're here. And let's come to a hamstring stretch, Ardha Hanumanasana, or half split. So just pulling back, keep as much of a bend in the knee as you need. Your hamstrings might feel a little bit tight after running. And perhaps either point or flex the foot and just fold forward. Breathe here. Nice, slow, controlled breaths. Just encouraging the muscles to relax. Coming forward, press the hands down, back to downward facing dog. Let's bring the front leg through. So front foot down, back knee down. Once again, tilt the pelvis. Let's lift the back arm, take the wrist, inhale, exhale, side bend over. Feeling that beautiful stretch through the front of the hip and through the side body. Coming forward for our runner's lunge, stretching deeper into the hip flexors. So pressing forward, either hands down if you want a little more support here. Just hold a moment. And if it's for you, taking the twisted thigh stretch. So reaching the front arm around, take the back ankle and draw the heel to the butt. And once again, you're either here, or if you'd like to take the quad stretch, lying down, just taking the back ankle. Breathing into it, feeling the muscles lengthening. Pressing back wherever you are, and let's come to Ardha Hanumanasana, our half split. Good stretch for the hamstring. So point or flex the foot, find your position, keep the hips nice and square here, and fold forward, knee as bent as you need. Breathe, just going to about 80% of your range. No need to force the body. Perfect. Press the hands down, back to downward facing dog. Now let's bend the knees. We're actually going to walk the hands towards the feet. Keep the knees as bent as you need. Press down through all four corners of the feet so you feel the earth beneath your feet. And come to ragdoll. So either just the hands relaxing down or taking the back of the elbows and just feel the body lengthening through the back of the body. Hold here, might want to just sway side to side. Make sure the neck's nice and relaxed. Give it a shake. And bend the knees a little more. Draw the belly in, rolling up through the spine to standing. Feel the length through the body here. Beautiful posture. Come to the middle of your mat. Now we're going to just do something for the inner thighs, the adductors. So either coming to sumo squat, toes slightly turned out, knees over second toes, and you can bring the forearms to the thighs here if that's enough for you, or coming to malasana. So the feet a bit closer in, toes a little more turned out, pressing the back of the arms into the thighs, chest lifted. Let's take 3 full breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Your body will thank you for this practice. Exhale. Beautiful. Come to sitting. Let's come to half lotus. So just put one foot in front. You might want to just stay in easy sitting pose or just bring the foot on top of the thigh. Sitting up nice and tall, let's take a lateral bend. Pressing the right hand down, reaching the left arm over, length through both sides of the body. Keep the sit bones on the mat and just feel that beautiful stretch through the side body. Other side, sitting tall, pressing the left hand down, reach the right arm high, side bend over. Think of reaching through these fingertips like a string is pulling them to the side wall. Get that length right through the side body and through the arm. Sitting up nice and tall, coming down through the center, folding forward wherever is comfortable for you. Once again, it doesn't matter where you are, it's just about the intention you bring to it. So you might be here, you might be further forward, you might even be able to bring your head to the ground. Wherever you are is absolutely perfect. Okay, walking the hands up. Let's just swap the legs, make sure we stretch evenly on both sides. So crossing the other leg on top, sitting up nice and tall. Let's stretch over to the left first. Pressing the hand down, reaching the right arm high, taking the side bend. Remember, sit bones anchoring into the earth. And the other side. Sit nice and tall. Hand comes down, reaching the arm high, folding over sideways. And through center, once more down through the middle. Breathe into it, just encouraging the muscles to relax. Feeling so good about all the effort and what you've given your body today. Good job. All right, rolling down on your mat. Just take a couple of twists. So you can either keep the knees together and just bring them down, or stretch the bottom leg long, bring the foot to the knee, cross it over, other arm out wide, turning the head to the back of the room if that feels good for you. Take a few full deep breaths here. Coming back to center, and once again, options, knees together to bring them down, or stretch the bottom leg out, cross the top foot over the top, arms come wide. Head turns to the front of the room if that feels good. Coming back to center, just hug the knees into the chest. Maybe take a gentle rock side to side. Feeling good about what you've given your body and your mind and your spirit today. Let's take a quick Shavasana. Legs come long. About hip width apart, toes drop out sideways, fingertips resting around the edges of the mat. A few full breaths here, expanding through the rib cage in the inhale. The belly lifts, and then the belly lowers, the ribs draw in as you exhale. One more just like that. Full breath in, and let it out. Rolling over to one side, sitting up, feeling the sit bones anchored into the mat. Just rest the hands on the thighs, broaden across the collarbones, and pressing up through the crown of the head. I hope you enjoyed that beautiful post-run stretch. Here are a couple more flows I think you might like. And I would be so grateful if you would subscribe to the channel and leave me a comment to let me know of other flows you might like me to create for you. Have a beautiful rest of the day. Namaste.